So I'm sure you're all expecting me to have a bit of a rant about Liverpool at the weekend. No, not really. It was gutting, it's never nice to be thrashed. But going down to 10 men against Man City, it was just... they're a really good team, especially when you've got one less. And there's arguments to whether you sort of shut up shop. When you're 2-3-0 down, you just shut up shop and just go for 3-0. But what the fuck? What fun is that? Who cares about -2 goal difference? I might be regretting that at the end of the season. Who cares about -2 goal difference? I'd rather just go for it. What I want to talk about is the Mané situation. I'm so confused. I'm so confused about the Mané situation. Like, when it first happened, just as a Liverpool fan, and this goes for anything, it could be the world's worst tackle, and you're like, oh, for fuck's sake, ridiculous decision. And I tweeted about it, and then you see the replays and stuff. And after that, looking back, if you just look at the still images or the thing, you go, oh, God, that's so dangerous, that's a red card. But that got me thinking, is it? Right? Because... obviously, I think most people are going to agree that there was no malice in Mané, right? But that's not necessarily, doesn't really matter because it's all about, doesn't matter if it's accidentally two-footed lunging a player or on purpose, it's still the same thing. So it doesn't but I just want to say, he clearly didn't do it on purpose. But obviously there's a foul for a raised boot, right? Which is what this is, which is what the definition of this is. It's not a two-footed lunge, it's a raised boot. So... And somebody asked me on Twitter that wasn't massively into football, is it just generally a fact, can you not raise your foot? And I'm like, no, you can raise your foot. If you're on your own, you stand in the middle of the park on your own, you can fucking do the can, right? It doesn't really matter. But then it's a foul if there's another player there, you're sort of putting your leg up at head height and that player's there, and that's a foul. But then my question then became, in my own head, does that mean all of those are red cards? Because... this is the stupid part of the argument that some people have said. Because he got injured, because it made contact, because he got injured, it made it worse. It might offer the ref, might be more inclined. But the facts of the matter is, the injury doesn't matter. Like, if Mané had done exactly the same thing and the goalkeeper came rushing out, and let's say Mané just missed his face, because it hit him sort of there, didn't it? So if it just went 2 inches wider and it whizzed past his head, I don't think that's going to be sent off. But factually, it shouldn't make a difference. The argument about, it's a red card because he got injured, that's just stupid. And then there was Matt Ritchie in the Newcastle game, almost identical thing, but because he just missed, it was only given a yellow card. Now, either they are both a foul, or both yellow cards, or both red cards. There shouldn't be any difference. And now I'm confused, like, is this going to be like the studs up challenge? In the old days, because we're oldie football fans, that used to be able to, heavy tackle, and it was only if it was really sort of malice or too dangerous that it was seen as a red card. But now it's like any sort of lunge like that is a red card, regardless, right? And then, so are we going to get to the stage now where any time a player as a defender, I'm standing there ready to head this ball, and an attacker's standing next to me, and he does a bloody can kick, that should be a red card. Because if the Mané one's a red card, then that should be a red card. Because you're endangering an opponent. That's the rule that we're talking about here. So I'm just bloody confused. Because I don't want it to be a red card every time that happens now. But that's what's going to be talked about now for the next month, is that anytime there's a red card, or anytime there's a foul because somebody sticks their leg up next to a bloke's face, they're going to go, well, should that be a red card then? I don't know. I think the FA need to look into it and decide quickly, like a rule, like for the high tackle, like a high boot sort of stuff. Because always before now, a high boot next to an opponent, endangering an opponent, was a foul, sometimes a yellow card. But now, because of the Mané incident, and people agreeing that, or some people agreeing that it's a red card, does that make all of those a red card? It's not about the strength of the lunge or whatever. It's you're kicking your foot next to somebody's head, therefore endangering an opponent, regardless of it on purpose or accidentally. Yeah, I still don't know. I have no idea what's going on. Right, let's play some games. Today we have I don't think this has ever been said in a Football Manager video. A double header against Real Madrid and Barrow. Greetings and salutations, my friends. Welcome to episode 19 of the Flip Leagues. As promised, we've zipped ahead in time, and now is a massive game today. I'm going to show you in a sec. It's kind of worked out quite weird. So after our 3-0 loss against Real Madrid, and pretty shitty start to the season, we lost 2-0 against the mighty Boreham Wood, and then you finished, Ollie? You just wanted to get it on the vlog, on the video, did you? Okay, you're done. Right. Lost 2-0 again. Cameron Jerome, you know, the legendary striker that is, they deserved it. They fully deserved it. We got outplayed. Couldn't believe it. But then we beat Dover 2-1. Bit of a sort of scrappy one. Facundo and Harry Maguire getting the goals. Bradley White-Phillips getting them one for them. They did have a man sent off in the 11th minute, to be fair. Then we beat Vitesse Arnhem 3-0. Facundo, Patrick Roberts and Bright getting the goals. We beat Wickham 3-2. Patrick Roberts is my new favourite player, by the way. He's just been immense. And Jesse Lingard getting a rare goal. Then we beat Woking 2-1. Malumbi and Harry Kane with a penalty. Vitesse Arnhem 5-2. Michael Keane, Harry Kane, Paddy Roberts, Facundo and Sam Field. Just destroyed them. They got Bertrand Traoré, who's a decent player as well. Then we smashed Crew 6-1. It's all going well at this point. Harry Kane with a brace. Pontus Jansson, Facundo brace. Ronaldo Vieira. And then we beat Millwall 2-0. Magoma and Timon getting the goals. And then we lost to Inter 2-0. A really bad mistake early on in the 3rd minute, and we never really recovered. We had to start pushing, and that just opened up the space at the back. But then we bounced back, beat Dagenham Redbridge 3-0. Facundo, Paddy Roberts and Brighty with the goals. Today we play Real Madrid. Let me show you the group. It's a knife edge, I believe, is the saying. Amazingly, Real Madrid have lost 2 games. I think one of them was against Vitesse Arnhem. Maybe. So we're all on 9 points. So I'm definitely guaranteed Europa League football, which is great for next season. Potentially today, let's assume that Inter are going to beat Vitesse. If we can beat Real Madrid, we knock them out of the Champions League. Any other result, I think we're out, because it's games against each other, because they beat us, didn't they, in the first game? So we need to beat them to get into the Champions League. Or a draw and Vitesse beat Inter. So lots of fun. There's lots of random stuff that could happen today. I think I'd like to announce that the golden age of Magoma has ended. He tailed off really badly at the back end of last season when we were talking about top goal scorers. Still had a great season overall. And then this season had a little injury, and he's played 7 games, scored 1 goal, no assists. I think maybe because of the class of players is increasing so quickly in the Premier League that he just not quite good enough anymore. He's starting to maybe show his age. I'll keep him as a backup, but I'm sorry, Magoma, I think that your golden age is ended. What I am doing now is someone suggested in the comments, because I really want him to play Facundo, is I'm retraining him as a shadow striker, and he's loving it. Paddy Roberts, 7 goals and 10 assists in 14 games. He has been our best player. I've tried to buy him off Man City, and they're having absolutely none of it. Weirdly as well is the cock blocker, who's done all right. For a DM, 6.93 is not horrific. But Sam Field is playing 7.8 in the last 5 games as a ball-winning midfielder, which is just unheard of. Like, he's not banging in the goals or anything. 1 goal, 2 assists. He's done all right. But he's just playing so well, I can't drop him. The other interesting discussion is Tierney and Timon. Tierney's done pretty well. 13 games, 2 assists. He needs to get more assists with such attacking fullbacks. And same as Trippier. Needs to get a couple more assists in here. But Timon, he's only played 7 games, 2 goals and 5 assists. I just feel like this might be too big a game for him. Tierney's been really good, so even though he's not getting that, he's obviously better defensively. So maybe against Real Madrid, that might be a good idea. But I'm not massively impressed with either of these my two Kierans, to be honest. Lingard's still Lingard. The rest is the same. Harry Kane he's done all right. He's not set the world alight. I had to I had to tell him to stop taking long or shoot less, because as Harry Kane is in real life, he likes to shoot from anywhere. And we had one game where we had 14 shots in the first 60 minutes, and we had 12 long shots. And I was like, fucking hell, what's going on here? So I went into the stats after the game, and like 10 of them were Harry Kane, literally just picking the ball up and shooting. I'm like, chill out, mate. So I'm hoping he'll play a little bit better now. He's picked up a couple of assists since then, which is fine. If he doesn't score as many, but he gets loads of assists, that's okay as well. What we'll do after this game as well is just have a look at the conference and the League Two and see how the other teams are getting on. We have just had a increase to our transfer budget. I think we had about 8 million left over for spending in January, and the board came to me and said, "Do you want some more money?" So I was like, "Nah," and of course I was like, "Yes, thanks a lot." And they've given us £32 million. Modric, oh, keeper, stick your arms out, you prat! He sort of dived. Look at it. It's a decent effort, to be fair, but I feel like the goalkeeper was there. He was really there. Oh, God, he just thought, I don't want to hurt myself and fall over. I'm not going to stick my arms out. Okay, we shouldn't be on control, to be fair. We probably should be on counter-attack. Oh, fucking hell. What are you doing? This is a big ask. Oh, it's a penalty now. Oh, it's 9 minutes and we're in... Oh, dear. Oh, dear, oh, dear. So I'd really appreciate your thoughts on the whole Mané incident. Try and take your sort of biased spectacles off, whether it's Liverpool or other teams. Like I've seen Man United fans going, he went for him on purpose. You see him looking at him. I'm like, come on now. Like, you can argue it's a sending off, but let's not argue that it was on purpose. He's like, yeah, I'm going to fucking Superman kick him in the face. But... yeah, I'd love to know your thoughts. I'm just confused by it all. Like, I can see it as being a red card, but then that opens up this thing of, shouldn't all of those then be red cards? Because it's not about the fact that the guy got hit in the face, like injured. It's the intention of the tackle and the danger level of the tackle that did it, or the kick. I'm so confused by it. Oh, my word. Okay. I like Europa League. Like I said before, we've got a chance in the Europa League. That's where I wanted to be. I'm losing on purpose. Benzema floats one over the top. Come on, have a bit of pride in yourself. Can we not lose 10-0, please? Thank you very much. Oh, interesting swivel from the showing off there. The centre-back, Marcelo. Ronaldo. They've got quite a good team, to be fair. Toni Kroos. Just look at the names. Modric. They've got Eden Hazard as well. Look. Hazard. Modric. Out to Carvajal. We're not quite at this level yet. Oh. Casemiro. Ronaldo. Modric. Benzema. Oh, it's just... Right, let's ignore this is going on. I'd like to say thank you to a bunch of brand new patrons. I did say it in the text last episode, but I just wanted to say, make sure you guys know that I've seen your donation. Thank you very much. Daniel Jordan, brand new patron. Psycho Zero up to his pledge. Dennis Petretti, a new guy. O to the B, thank you very much. Jerry Gerber is a brand new $20 Patreon, so that means he goes into the... I get to kill you in XCOM and Darkest Dungeon, basically. And Greg Richards as well, brand new patron. So thank you very much, guys. What you're doing now, like, is allowing me to, pay bills and feed my dogs and myself and pay the mortgage and stuff. But also, it's allowing me to do what I'm doing on Saturday, which is fly from Northern Ireland to Nottingham to do a meet-up. Because I just couldn't have afforded this thing, even sort of 3 months ago. I couldn't have justified spending probably, me and Curly are going over like 500-600 quid on doing this, and it's allowed just a little bit more room to do stuff like this. So expect more of this random shit in the future. It's happening on Saturday. I'm not going to have a go at them here. Yeah, revenge. We're 3-0 down. You know we're 3-0 down, Harry, yeah? Okay, just thought I'd ask. But it allows me to do these things. We're doing this big NVA thing in Nottingham and stuff like this. I was going to make this a separate video, but I think I know what's happening in FM18. Keep this to yourself, right? Using my Sherlock Holmes brain, right? There's a thing at the NVA, computer screens, right? And it shows the development, right, of the match. We're ignoring this game. Let's just sub people on. I'll tell you in a minute, right? But keep it under your hat. Mike Magoma's going to come on and reignite his career, right? I haven't given up at all. There's screens, right? And they've got the development of the 3D match engine for the last few years, right? And it's like I think from like FM12 onwards or whatever. And then obviously FM18 is just a blank screen at the moment, but they're obviously going to show it soon. So I made the joke that it hasn't really developed that much. It's improved every year. There's more animations. It's a bit prettier. But really, selling this game on its 3D match engine is not a thing, really, is it? Look at it. It looks like something. If this game was made 10 years ago, you'd look at the graphics and go, it's all right. But, it's never been top end. And it's never been the priority, obviously, of the FM game. But the fact that they're making a big deal of this on the wall with this hidden screen for when FM18 comes out made me think, well, is that going to be the big thing for FM18? Are they redoing the match engine? And then Miles tweeted out a couple of days ago something along the lines of, no one's going to want to play 2D in FM18. Like, what does that mean? That either means that the 3D match engine is getting a big overhaul for FM18, or for whatever reason they've decided to make the 2D match engine really shit and unplayable. Go on, Paddy! Go on, Paddy! Oh. So I think that is going to be the big thing for FM18, because you know how we talk about FM works on a sort of almost 2-yearly scale. Every 2 years there's a big change. The year in between is just little tweaks. Like this version is, FM16 and a half, and it's just got some tweaks and little bits and social feed fluff bits. I think FM18 is going to have either a brand new 3D match engine, amazing, or just a very, very much updated one. If he's saying that and it just comes out like, we've got 10 new animations, I'll be like, oh, really? Is that what you're trying to... But I think, let me know what you think, guys, because I think that adds up. Why would you say that? Why would you say nobody, people aren't going to want to play in the 2D match engine unless the 3D match engine is getting massively increased, or he's doing a horrific job of overselling a few minor improvements, which is possible. SI have done that in the past. Right, we won 4-0. I'm just pretending that's what happened. Yeah, we can't fault. I'm not going to... Ooh. Okay. Well, I'm not going to fault the boys for losing to Real Madrid. Oh, goalkeeper's injured. Okay. That's fine. We're definitely in the Europa League. I think we'll have a look at the Europa. I think we've got a good chance of going far in the Europa League. It's actually best suited to our level of team at the moment. We've got like the likes of Harry Kane and a couple of others, but the rest is... It's not a Champions League team, is it? Let me just show you the finances as well. So here's the finances. We're sitting on 117 million. We're still making profit every month. We've just upped our transfer budget. We've got, almost 100 grand in wages. That's not 100 grand, is it? Fuck me. It's minus 6 grand. So we're going to need to change some of that into wages. I think if we get up to like 1.5 million, I don't think we're going to make any profit monthly anymore. Also, the club, we've done the facilities. They're upgrading again. We're building a new stadium, which is going to be done at the end of this season, which I'm very excited for. I'm hoping they name it after me. I'm fully expecting them to name it after me. 2 times Premier League winners with Eastleigh. Surely they've got to name it. They're not going to. It's going to be some random player I've never heard of. If they called it like the Spitfire Stadium, then I'll be all for that. That'd be fine. But if they give it some shitty name like Eastleigh Stadium, then I'm going to be a bit annoyed. Right, Ronaldo Vieira on some game time. That's fair enough, mate. Fair enough. Yeah, you've sat in the sidelines too long. Okay, so forget that stuff. We've got to get back into the league because the league is not easy anymore. As you can see, After our poor start, even with a good recovery, we're only a point ahead of the mighty Lincoln, who they were one of the lower end spenders this season. Only 17 minutes. They've got Besic, who's a decent player. Tom Lees, he's the centre back, isn't he? Yeah. So they and it's Nigel Pearson. I never thought, well done, Nigel Pearson. I never thought I'd be saying that. They got Tom Davis from Everton, so they just ripped apart Everton. It looks like and Sheffield Wednesday. Okay, fair enough. Like, they're doing remarkably well. They've got one of the worst transfer windows I've seen this year. Let's have a quick look at the other boys while we're here. So there's nobody in the Championship. We'll have a quick look. Huddersfield and Wolves, as you'd expect, decent teams. Brighton's there. Good to see Mansfield doing nice. Obviously, some of the conference teams. Yes, it's well confusing, right? We're expecting Arsenal. Okay, they've got 7 games in hand. I was so surprised. I thought, oh my god, I expected Man City and Arsenal to be miles ahead of the rest, and then it's like, oh, shitting out. But no, seven games in hand, people. So they should be all right. They're on for they've got 13 wins out of 13. They're on for an undefeated season. Arsene Wenger's still in charge. How does he? Oh, he hasn't signed anyone, so it's realistic. They signed. Basically, all these sales are basically to pay the massive expense with keeping their first team around. Like they've signed Zlatan since the game started. So this is perfect for Arsene Wenger. Don't sign anyone, just try and keep hold of your team. It suits him down to the ground. No wonder he's doing well. I forgot to look at the rest. I just clicked on. Let's go. So that was Man City and Arsenal. And then Man United, Tottenham, 13 points ahead, both flying, both undefeated. So very, very nice. Obviously, they're going to go straight up. Anybody looking? Come on the Wednesday. It's the team my brother supports. Cardiff are there as well. Nobody else you'd be surprised about. Liverpool are 4th. Everton are top. Wow, that's surprising considering we've just seen them losing players. Chelsea are now 5th. Are they fucked? No, they're still rich. Conte's still in charge. Surely, if they're still rich, they're spending money. How are you so bad, Chelsea? You know, you sold 2 of your players to Vitesse, but who did you lose? Courtois, obviously that's a big miss, but surely, like a lot of these meh players, Christensen went for 26 million to Macclesfield. Just seems a bit bizarre. But Seamus Coleman, great signing. Szczesny's a good golf for this level. Jagielka on a free. I'm not massively impressed with these signings. He's 36 years old. Phil Jones, who's actually good in the game. Callum Wilson, I think they've just signed him because I saw the news event happening. That's a good signing. Like, what are you doing, Chelsea? How are you still struggling? Everton are top. They're rich, so they're going quite well. Watford are second, surprisingly. They're okay finances. Still got like Troy Deeney and Gomez in goal. Newcastle are rich. Got the Voldemort and everything still. Liverpool. What are you doing? They're rich. But what are you doing, Liverpool? What sort of... just got rid of a... I'm looking at the wrong fucking side. Okay, they sold £59 million worth of players. That's probably why they're rich. Dejan Lovren left. Shea Ojo, good prospect. Nathaniel Klein left to go to Man City. Okay, so they've lost a few actual sort of first teamers, and they've signed John Flanagan back from Stoke. Brilliant bit of business. Andre Gray, that's not bad for a free transfer. Charlie Taylor, who they got from us for free. And a Valencia. Wow. Really? Is that where actually, he's not too bad in the game, but I feel like he could have done better. Callum McManaman, Jesus Christ, he's an angry little shitbag, isn't he? It's not looking good, is it? Let's have a look at some of the worst teams. I think Swansea were in financial fuck-up land. I think that's the technical term. The rest it's not too bad. We'll go down one more just to see if they're Norwich and Middlesbrough. They're 4th. They're below Flyde and Boston. They've got to be fucked with finances-wise or something, haven't they? Because that's nuts. Yeah, they've sold £12 million worth and spent 54 grand on a bunch of freebies and loanies. And yeah, I think Middlesbrough have just sort of decided that's where they're going to live now, it looks like. Right, on to the Barrow game. We've got to forget Real Madrid. We've got to move on. I think maybe we give Magoma a last chance effort on a video. Oh, no! Oh. Can I sign assistant manager? You know, worth a pop. I'm going to put him on the staff shortlist because I want to see where he goes. He's still going to get a good job, isn't he? Oh, man. Who's Neil Aspin? Oh, my God, Frank de Boer. Fuck off. He's just been sacked in real life. Oh, no. This is if you can't keep your manager, why would you sack him? Because you can only replace him with utter shit. Oh, that's such a mistake, Liverpool. Right. Jordan Pickford's out, so Sam Johnson's coming in. Right, Magoma. Right, you're on video, mate. This is going to be your chance to impress the viewers, the season ticket holders in the comments. I think we're going to go for time on. And I did promise Malumbu some game time, so we should be able to play him in this all right. Ward-Prowse can have a proper rest. Okay, Magoma, come on, son. Come on, don't just disappear like this. You've been such an absolute legend. You can't just suddenly be shit. Their best player is their goalkeeper. Yeah. Just ignore it. 4-1-4-1. They got Harry Winks. Couple of decent youngsters. Okay, let's do it. Let's do it, people. Forget Real Madrid. We want Magoma. Let's keep an eye on Magoma. We want some goals. He can't just fizzle out of this save. Because if he doesn't do anything from now until the rest of the season, he's on decent wages. I'd probably be looking to sell him, which is sad. We want him to finish strong with Goma, even if you're not going to stay here. I think we still need another centre-back as well, because we've got 3 decent ones now, but we don't have a 4th, like Bailey Cargill and Dale Fry are both not good enough. Trippier plays it across, scrambles. Somebody going to hit it? Maguire. Oh, it's cleared away. Why are we both playing in blue and white, please? Thank you, referee. Hello. Magoma's going to score worldy. Even if he does nothing else now, just a little reminder of the specialness of Magoma. We need to win this because we can't afford to drop any points. It's another corner. Paddy Roberts. Magoma. Oh, that was such a weak effort. Penalty! Oh, I should have given it. Oh, Magoma looks like he wants it. Magoma's standing on the penalty spot. Come on, son. That volley he did was awful. Here we go. Magoma. Oh, he's been very good at penalties. We know he's very good at penalties. He's missed 1 in 15. I'm kiss of deathing it right now, but 1 in 15. Oh, my God. Yes, great finish. Keeper didn't stand a chance. Not a chance. Powerful finish. It's fine. Oh, hello. Hello. But it's a goal. It's not quite the special effort we were hoping for. A really bad penalty. Oh, Paddy Roberts. He's so good. He's so good. He does this every game that I've been watching him. Just beats people for fun. Loads of assists. Come on, boys. Look, we're all over him. Feed the Magoma. Right? I'm going to play... I'm going to say... Harry Kane's just not doing it. I've been playing him as a target man because everybody told me that I should be playing him as a target man. As a complete forward, rather. And that's what I've been doing. And he's not exactly set the world alight. I'm going back to target man. I'm going back to what I know. Like Kane. Oh, that's just the worst pass in the world. Maybe he's just realised all the shit players he's playing with and was like, fucking hell, really? Am I here? Is this it? Is this my life now? Yes, it is. Get on with it. I will sell him. If he doesn't perform, I'll cash in on him. Try and sell him abroad so he doesn't come back and haunt me. Harry Kane is one of the most clinical finishers we've got at the club, and we need to do everything in our power to keep him. He's one of the best players, like I was saying. Is that Paddy Roberts with the assist? Of course it is. That's a fucking rocket, isn't it? That's a good finish, to be fair. See, Target Man. Target Man. See, that proves my theory. I don't need any other proof. I change it from Target Man, he scores a goal straight away. That's it. Target Man for life. I mean, rest. Anybody? Sanfield needs to come off because he's going to get himself sent off. We're going to bring on Francis, two-footed lunge, cock blocker. And Franny JFers. Pontus is looking knackered, so... Or looking very nervous. Why are you looking nervous, mate? Why are you nervous? It's just a boring league game. We're 2-0 up. If there's any time not to be nervous, Pontus, this is it. He wears a magic hat. If you throw a brick at him, he'll head the fucker back. That's for the Leeds fans out there. We're going to get a Magoma. A Magoma worldie. It's coming, boys. It's coming. Paddy Roberts. Cock blocker. Malumbi. Malumbi's just been called up to the Ireland squad. He's got his first senior cap. Field has been called up to the England squad. Has got his first cap, which is quite surprising. Time on. Oh, he's so good, this kid. So good. Maybe we need to train Tierney to just like get forward more or something like that. Maybe that's the difference between the two, because Time on is so attacking. Drippy yellow card, unnecessary, mate. 2-0 up. They've had one shot. Here we go. Volley, edge of the area, Magoma. No. Alex Smithies clears up. But it's a nice, comfortable win. That's what we need to do. Just tick them off now. We've got good league form. We can't afford to drop any points. We need to go on, like, if we can go 5-6 games, winning every league game, it will be golden. Oh, I shouldn't have. I've just gone with Harry Cool again. Right, are we going to find out what's happening in the Europa League at all? We are in the Europa League. That's how it works, isn't it? You finish third in your group, you get Europa League. Right? Right? What? Oh, what's it called now? It's fucking... I never remember. Just Champions League, right? No. What's it called? Does this just not exist as a Euro Cup? There we go. Okay, so they've still got their last game to play. Thank fuck for that. If they just changed the rules, I would be really annoyed. Right, there we go, my friends. Hope you enjoyed that. Please check out my NVA video, because it's sort of explaining what the NVA is. Even if you can't come on Saturday, it's still worth going to see it, because it's really cool. And also, check out my XCOM videos, because they're fucking brilliant. It's one of my favourite new series, and it's worth watching, even if you don't think into XCOM videos, because I'm using all the different patrons off, so you'll know people from the comments, and they're all getting involved in the role-playing aspect of it. The XCOM series is well worth a watch, so go check it out, and I'll see you next episode, where we'll probably be playing some random team in the Europa League, I imagine. Bye-bye.